I was expecting more crap, but this was, well...
a surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
Seriously, if you give me Aegon and Sunfyre, I'll praise that part at least. My standards are that low at this point. But before we get to Sunfyre, we have to get through this. Of course, they saved the best part for last. In all fairness though, it does get more into Helaena and her dragon dreams. She sees the future, and also what could have been the future. Like how Dany saw
the others and also
how the battle at the Trident could have gone if the Targaryens still had their dragons. In Helena's case, she dreams of the storming of the dragon pit, and how she could have stopped it with Dreamfire. She'll be dead by the time we get to that point, but I'm still glad to see Dreamfire. It was long overdue. We should have seen her flying her dragon, and with Aegon flying Sunfyre at their coronation, while the small folk ooh and ah, instead of that retarded stunt Rhaenys pulled. Better late than never. I was worried that Dreamfire would spend the entire show cooped up and off screen, which would have been such a waste considering she's
older than
Vermithor, and she's the mother of Drogon, Viserion, and Rhaegal. Rhaenyra tries to talk to Helaena, and this is the first time we ever see them one-on-one. She tries to be nice, but drops the act when Helaena couldn't explain that she can't control her dragon dreams. It just happens on its own. I guess lucid dragon dreaming would have been too OP, so they had to nerf it. I'm still baffled it took them this long to figure it out. You're telling me in all these years, no one, not a single soul, ever uttered one line about Helaena and her strange dreams out loud to anyone? Rhaenyra was the first person Alicent ever told, and not, her fucking father, Viserys? I get that having a seemingly crazy daughter isn't something Alicent would brag about, but not a single, hey dear, I know this sounds crazy, but there's something up with our daughter's dreams. To Viserys?
Aegon will be king again. He's yet to see victory. He sits on a wooden throne, and you'll be dead.
Speaking of dreams, Aemond dreams he's banging his own mother? What the fuck? I thought the writers just made a fumble when they had that scene of Daemon and Alyssa, and I thought it was a one-off oopsie, but they did it again. This has to be on purpose. Is Christian in the writer's room with Kondo and Hess or something? When he wakes up, Alicent's there in Harrenhal. At dinner time, Alice says,
You must be famished. It's a long journey from King's Landing. Yes.
No, it isn't. She pretty much teleported. I make jokes all the time about fast traveling, but the writers actually had them do it. And you're supposed to take it seriously. It's like season 5 to 7 Littlefinger. Alice warns Aemond not to trust Alicent, the writer's puppet, but Aemond ignores her and gets poisoned wine. I really have nothing to say about this. I don't treat this Alicent and season 1 Alicent as the same person. They're like night and day, oil and water, completely different entities. That Alicent died off screen.
Meanwhile,
in the Vale, Rhaena searches for Vhagar cause she's suicidal and retarded. They made the dumbest fuck decision to merge Rhaena with
Nettles, and at this point,
there's no going back. When she's spotted by Baela
and Adam,
they report to Rhaenyra during a small council meeting, where I think they forgot to add a laugh track.
Our dribbles of gold are spent. As fast as they are gathered, it's as if I have been installed here as some sort of scapegoat.
Rhaenyra immediately mounts Syrax and flies out with Adam, where she finds out Rhaena rode Sheep Stealer.
Please, consider the following.
I think she should have taken Baela. When Baela sees her twin with a dragon at last, her twin who got her fiancé killed, it's a mix of emotions all over the place. It's still like that for Rhaenyra, but it could have been better. Since a rider's emotional state affects their dragon, Sheep Stealer, Syrax, Sea Smoke, and Caraxes are at each other's throats. It's been too long since we've last had a dragon fight. This is what people pay HBO for. I know it's not in the books, but at least it's something exciting. The worst thing a show can be is boring. A bored audience is one that won't even tune in. Even having hate watchers is better than being ignored. That's what they should have done in the beginning. Lean into the dragon battles. Embrace the cool factor, so long as you stay true to the Ice and Fire lore. If you can't go any deeper, you don't have to. Sometimes the cool factor is all you need. Look at Michael Bay and his movies. They're not deep, but they're entertaining, and they make hundreds of millions. Syrax gets her ass beaten. I appreciate the lore accuracy. Rhaenyra flies off with Rhaena on Cyrax, Caraxes almost kills Sheepstealer. I feel bad for him. He never asked to be a war mount. All he ever wanted was to enjoy his mutton in peace. I wonder if they're gonna kill him off so we get mourning after all. That would be an interesting decision to say the least. No rider has ever claimed 2 dragons. Now obviously you can only bond with 1 dragon, and said bond lasts for a lifetime for both of you. Sometimes a dragon dies before his rider, like Balerion did before Viserys, but Viserys never claimed another dragon. There's nothing in the lore to suggest it's impossible. After Cyrax was killed, Rhaenyra was looking to hatch more eggs on Dragonstone, and Aegon wanted to do the same after Sunfyre died. It's just something we've never seen before. Rhaena being the first rider to claim 2 dragons would be too much for a Lori Lightfoot cosplayer.
That's the mayor of Chicago for all the non-Americans here.
I'm not opposed to someone claiming 2 dragons, I just don't want it to be Rhaena. When they get back to the Red Keep, Rhaenyra orders the servants to get Rhaena cleaned up, which makes me wonder, how did Rhaena even get the idea that Chilver's Rhaenyra would want her dead? You would think they know each other better, considering Rhaenyra is her stepmom.
And her own mother's best friend.
Meanwhile,
On the road to Bravos, Aegon, Tyland, and Larys get word the mutants are coming. Tired of running, Aegon decides to put aside the beggar and become the king he was born to be, to steal a quote from Lord of the Rings. He's ready to make a last stand, even though Larys leaves. Tyland joins him.
I cannot leave him to face an army meant for me.
A man who stands by his king, even though he'd have so much more to gain if he ran. Rhaenyra really fumbled it when she rejected him. When the mutant army catches up, Aegon makes a speech
About how he was anointed, but I wish he'd also mentioned his miraculous survival, like it was a form of divine intervention.
a few moments later.
Sunfyre roasts them all. I guess he's done regenerating hell. The one thing I don't like about this is how they had Aegon laugh after he was done. Come on, it's a serious moment and he looks goofy. That's like if Aragorn did a laugh after his speech at the Black Gates. Oh, and Corlys got captured after he left King's Landing. Ormond's holding him hostage at Tumbleton, and he sent Alan his finger. I left out his scenes on the road, cause they were boring as fuck. I also left out all the scenes Bela had with Adam, and that kiss with Alan. I know she marries Alan, and Adam dies during the second battle at Tumbleton. This setup for a not love triangle is fake and gay, and Ulf joins the Greens. You can only deny a man ale for so long. No doubt Hugh would too. And Mysaria gets called out twice. First by a whore, who says that not paying the city guard to the point of causing mass resignations made the streets less safe. She rightfully guesses that Mysaria's only in it for herself. Then Rhaenyra says Mysaria's policies turned King's Landing into a shithole.
The scissoring spymaster has another trick up her sleeve, however.
She makes a persuasion check to seduce Rhaenyra, and it works immediately. This episode was half decent. I say half because there was that nonsense in Harrenhal, and anything with Mysaria and her stupid fucking accent is cringe fuel. But we finally have Aegon and Sunfyre up and running, and we got a glimpse of Dreamfire, so I'll take the wins, as rare as they are.
Fuck you, you're a fucking wanker. We're gonna punch you right in the balls. Fuck you with a fucking anchor. You're all cunts, so fuck you all.